All right, now we're getting serious. This is the SOCATA TBM 930. It is a single engine turboprop. We're sitting here in LOWI. This is Innsbruck, Austria. It is an absolutely amazing place to operate. X-Plane 9 fans will recognize this pretty much instantaneously, just kind of taking a quick little peek at it. This is a lot of airplane, and it's absolutely probably one of my favorites of this type of particular aircraft. So let's go ahead and climb inside, taking a quick look around everything. Oh man, look at this. It's got the nice console. I like how the fuel tank selector is left and right. We've got the beautiful digital display sitting in front of us, a pretty solid automatic pilot. Back seat, look at the nice leather. This is flying in style. Yes. Looking above my head real quickly, you can see we have pretty much all of our straightforward buttons. Everything's looking really well modeled. It looks pretty solid. Controls are feeling pretty good, but really we're going to have to take a spin with it to see exactly what it can do. So let's go ahead and drop ourselves a notch of flaps, and let's go ahead and get this party rolling here. Parking brakes on. Go ahead and give it just a little bit of power. All right, off we go. All right, now the neat thing about this particular aircraft is the fact that it has so much power. You know, I'm taking a look above my head and I can see a couple other aircraft kind of just sort of chilling there. Doesn't surprise me. So that gives you the ability to operate from so many different types of runways. You know, you're not limited to a single kind. Another interesting thing about this aircraft, at least in my mind, is the fact that it is another aircraft powered by a PT6 turboprop engine, which really does not surprise me given that it's just such a reliable and easy to use power plant system. You know, you'll see those in just about everything that's this size that has a turboprop inside of it. Anyway, go ahead and pop the nose up there. Again, I'm loving that synthetic vision. I'm sure it's eating my frames. Again, this is Innsbruck, Austria, in case you were curious and missed it. And you can see they did a really, really nice job kind of simulating all the different aspects there. Obviously, we're in the Swiss Alps here, so you're going to see all sorts of tall mountains, not too far off in the distance as well. I'm going to go ahead and double check to make sure my torque is set correctly. I'm going to bring down my RPM just a little tiny bit. Now on a turboprop, when you bring back your RPM, essentially you're making it quieter. That's about all you've achieved. So let's go ahead and take a look. Oh, look at that. Oh, feel that. Oh, that is amazing. You can see we got the little weather radar sitting there on the wing. Oh, that is wild. Look at those buildings. That's actually pretty cool. But anyway, we're interested in the airplane, not the buildings. Well, I'm just going to agree with whatever he said and assume all these things will work great. Okay, so this aircraft, again, like I was saying, this is basically a very high performance. I like to call it a personal turboprop because, again, usually turboprops are a little bit bigger and they're used for kind of regional stuff. You can use this like a business aircraft, and again, because it can get into those smaller airports, it works really, really well for that purpose. So let's go ahead and put it through its motions a little bit. First things first, I'm going to go double check to see what my RPM setting is. Interesting how that's set. So this one's automatic. Okay, that's a little different. Very, very interesting. Again, just trying to study. I like how it's got the automatic pitch control. If I switch to this mode, yep. Okay. So that's what the pitch control actually does in this one. So that's a little different, but nothing too bad here. Following one of the major highways there, you can see that little weird little heat wave that I'm staring at right now is actually basically the exhaust. That exhaust actually is powerful enough to give us a little extra thrust, which is really, really impressive. All right, going to go ahead and snap myself back to forward here. Go ahead and reduce power. We're going to do just a teeny tiny bit of hot dogging with this extremely high performance aircraft. You know, because we can't. Oh, look at this. Interesting. Because, you know, what's the purpose of being able to fly over this beautiful country space without being able to have a little bit of fun? Oh, yeah, this is nice. It kind of reminds me of some military flight simulators, but again, it's a little different because you get the whole planet. So it'll be very interesting to see if people kind of expand that concept. All right, smoothly increase the power again. Let that turboprop kind of catch up. It was kind of a bummer in the old days with the earlier Microsoft flight simulators that turboprops always felt a little off. You know, the starting procedure was just not quite right, and, you know, their acceleration was kind of different. But this feels like it's done a pretty good job, and it's very, very smooth and easy to apply the power to. Climb myself up a little bit here. Very nice. If I jam it really hard, can we do a roll? Oh, I feel like every 8-year-old who plays this game. Whee! Okay. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Yeah, this is a pretty nicely done model. I'd love to take this thing for a landing, try the reverse thrust and everything, but it definitely got to play with it a little bit more. I like the redundancy in the displays too, that, you've got basically a million different types. We have a nice little PFD down there. We could probably dial in some pretty solid things like that if we want to control our GPS. Again, a really solid aircraft, worth exploring a little bit longer. I have a feeling I'm going to be spending quite a bit of time in this one as well, just because of how detailed it is and how it's just a good solid kind of middle of the road aircraft. Enjoy.